What's up, guys? Time to show off a new Kraken build that'll be available in Saturday's event, the 27th. This is one of the laser distress dials that we did with a matching bezel insert. So you've got really cool distressed looking dial where the background we've kind of incorporated some distress marks in there. That off there. All right. With matching bezel insert, I did this in a 160 case, which might be one of the last ones that I'm getting. These are so expensive. They've really went up in price, and my guy never tells me that he has any available. So it's a mixture of a 350 case and an 090 case, so it comes in like a 350 and it comes over like an 090. And since it has recessed lugs in there, I like to use these lug extensions and kind of pop it out. I think it gives it a cool look, which are removable. So you just pop your pens out. You can shift them under there. It will, take a little bit of length from the strap. I guess it would just make it like a strap would normally go on there. But it makes it a little bit more rigid because it's kind of up under there. So the strap runs along, so if it's tight, which they're 22 millimeter, that's a 22 millimeter lug entry there, it might kind of keep it sticking out a little bit. You might have to kind of pull to get it to do what this does with the extensions. But it did a matte black Atlas bezel. I did a milled and polished 100 crown on it. Set of black paddles, and then I did kind of a pilot style second hand with the black and the white out here to kind of really identify where that second hand is sitting. Milled and lasered Kraken engraved caseback, distressed gray strap from Mr. Gillespie over its wristband with black stitching, and a black PVD pre-V buckle with the Kraken logo on there. And that is the build. Bezel on this will go either direction. It is held on with a tension ring that is on there crazy tight, so it will not move unless you want it to move. Automatic mechanical, it's got a rotor in the back, so as you're moving, it is keeping time. But before you set your time, before you put it on the wrist, make sure you wind it just a little bit, because if you're not constantly active, you could lose time where it has no wind to it. So back the crown off the threads until you hear it and feel it clicking. You're off the crown tube, you can feel a little bit of play. At that point you can wind. Wind is a turn clockwise as you're looking at it from the side or away from you. You can turn it towards you, it does not wind it, but it is a lot easier to keep your finger spacing and wind it back and forth than doing this motion, because I start threading it back onto the crown tube. So 4 or 5 seconds of that mixed with the rotor movement will keep your time throughout the day. If you do it for another 4 or 5 seconds, you will max out your 31-hour plus power reserve on it. You cannot overwind it. It has a slipping mainspring on it, so once it gets to where it needs to go, it will just be deflecting. When you're happy with your wind, you're going to pull it out to the one and only click, and you can now set your time. You'll notice that it does not have a hacking movement, so that will keep ticking along. Actually, we might have to go in there and adjust that just slightly up. Maybe not. We'll watch it. If it acts up again, I bet you $5 it was just set just a little, because I have to set those just a little low. But probably corrected itself, but we'll watch it. We always make it run for 24 hours, make sure it doesn't get hung up or anything like that. But these things are so thin, I don't want to get in there and put too much of a bend on it. So not a hacking movement, so that's going to keep going. You'll also see that you've got some play in the crown. It has a wobble crown which deflects lateral pressure from going into the stem and into the movement, so don't worry about seeing that play. Nothing is loose. That is a design feature. Keep pressure off keyless works and the movement. Alexa, what time is it? 11 p.m. Push it over, get it out of that time setting, and then wind it down. That's the build. As with every build, you're going to get matching beads. This one's going to come in a Kraken slider box with Atlas pillow. It's also going to come with a few things. You're going to get watch cleaner. This will keep everything here nice and pretty. Non-streaking, non-toxic, non-residue, as well as a microfiber. You'll also get watch weather conditioner. Watch weather conditioner. You will probably not need it on this strap, but if you need it on any of your other watches, apply it on the front and back, let it soak in, remove any excess, use a rag or something, don't use one of your microfibers. It will loosen up the stiffness in your watch band. And then lastly, you're going to get some fine scratch remover. This is Novus 2 from Amazon, just repackaged. It's like Polywatch, and it is for your domed acrylic glass that you can scratch. If you do, you'll put a tiny bit of this on it and you'll buff it out with your additional microfiber. If the scratch is up and down, just go left and right, hazing it, buff it, generate some heat with your thumb really, really good. And in about 30 seconds, it should be gone. Clean off whatever's hazed, and it should be gone. If it's still there, wait a little bit, let that solidify, and do it again. If you scratch your case, this is brushed. Use the green side of a Scotch-Brite and just do rounded one-way passes and blend that scratch in. It won't really hide it. It will just not let it sit on the surface. So then it will kind of mask it a little bit. So it won't really remove it, more so than make it a little less obvious. But that is the build. It will be available in the event tomorrow, Saturday the 28th. So if it's going to you, congrats. I hope you love it. That might be the last 160 case build that I do. Hopefully that is not the case. They are a little bit more expensive for me because they come with a custom crown that I can't use, a custom caseback that I don't use, and a custom bezel that I use every once in a while. So paying for a lot of things that I don't quite need because they're special edition cases. So they run about 50 bucks more than most of my other items. So I like to use them every once in a while, but my guy hasn't had any available, so it's one of those things where I need them, but they do cost me a little bit. So if it's going to you, congrats. You got something that you might not see too many more of in that case. And if you want me to build you something custom and unique, reach out and I'll see what I can do. And if you want to continue to see videos like this, like and subscribe, so I put them up all the time. Thanks, guys.